We have here our beautiful Honda CRF 1100 Africa Twin Adventure Sports, and today the bike got 1 year, 1 month and 1 day old, and we want to talk about our year with 34,000 kilometers on this bike, and we want to share also our honest review and our honest opinion if you need an Africa Twin Adventure Sports or not. Let's start with the accessories we built on the bike. Here, as you can see, the bike is a bit dirty and I had some off-road fun at the weekend. We are also on our off-road setup at the moment. The off-road setup is with the Mitas E-09 tires. These tires are very good for muddy situations and also off-road. I can say nothing bad about them. And what we have here are the Outback-Motortek Crashbars. We have the upper and downer crash bar and also the skid plate. I'm absolutely convinced by this product because I dropped the bike so many times off-road I can't count how often, and I also dropped the bike with 70 kilometers per hour on-road, and you can see they are still in a perfect condition. Not like the other ones before. I only dropped them twice, maybe 3 times off-road, and after you see times they bent the light into the side of the bike, and now we have here some scratches, and let's be honest, who wants to have scratches on his bike? That's not cool. I also installed some cheap China lights from eBay. They were around 40 bucks each. They are very bright, as you can see here. Amazing, huh? Isn't it? But honestly, I have to say, do yourself a favor, get some more expensive with an E mark on it, because otherwise in Germany you get busted from the police. And the most important thing, go to the workshop, let them do their job, because it took me so many hours, it took me so many nerves to install them, to plug them under the seat and get some switch on the handlebar. I'm gonna continue with this Barkbusters Handguards. These are also totally worth the price, because replacing the OEM one twice is roughly the same price like they are. The same with the Puig Windscreen. We have here the short Puig Windscreen, and I replaced the OEM one through that because you have a much better view off-road. Another thing we changed on the bike is the suspension. We have in the back the level 2 suspension from Touratech, and in the front just new springs also from Touratech. The reason why we changed the suspension is the OEM suspension can't handle the weight of 2 people with luggage on the bike. Also the foot pegs, they scratched a lot of times the asphalt, and I nearly offset the bike and had an accident. So with the new suspension, and guys, I'm not sponsored by Touratech, but it's an absolute brilliant new driving experience, and I can really recommend for everyone who is going on a world trip or really like off-road, replace it and you will see it's definitely worth the money. Another benefit of the new suspension is that the bike is now 5 centimeters higher, which is around 2 inch. In the back we have the Touratech Pannier rack and also the Touratech Zega Mundo hard panniers, and we installed them mostly for our long distance tours to Croatia, Italy and Sweden. But for off-roading we have the MoskoMoto backcountry 25 here, 35 for the other side, because soft panniers are in my eyes the best option for off-road. We also received some questions about problems with the bike, and I have to be honest, the bike has not a big problem, but there are some smaller problems and smaller issues I want to tell you about, and we're gonna start with the paint job. When the bike got his 12,000 kilometer service, we already had a new paint job here at the frame, and now it's working perfectly, but there are already some new paint cracks, and honestly I don't expect from an 18,000 euro bike that the quality is that bad. Okay guys, let's continue with the 2 recalls we have at the moment. The one recall is about the tank issue. There's something inside the tank which is clogging the fuel filter and also the fuel pump. Another thing is the ABS system. When we had our bike for the 24,000 kilometer service at the workshop, we had some problems before, and I said, hey guys, please check the control unit, and they did. And to be honest, there were a few aero codes inside, and one of these aero codes was also the ABS system. So yeah, maybe we had the same problem before the recall, and I can't say much about that because Honda never called me and never texted me anything about these problems. I never received something from them. In 2 weeks we will have the 36,000 kilometer service, and we will see what this one brings us. Apart from that, I'm not searching for any problems, and I'm also not searching for any strange noises here at the bike. And the most important thing is the bike during the 34,000 kilometers never left us alone. We never had any issues during our long distance trips in Croatia, in Italy or in Sweden, and also no issues in off-road situations. And we also didn't have any issue with the DCT so far. It's also working perfectly off-road. Who says now he can't drive off-road with the DCT? In my eyes this is a lie, because I did around 6,000 kilometers and it worked always perfectly. Sure, we have some regulations here, especially to get the front wheel high. It's very hard for me, but maybe it's also the experience. It's also the experience about how the DCT works off-road. So our final advice to you guys: we built our own dream bike here and we won't sell that bike, but what you do is absolutely up to you guys. Go to the different dealers, compare the different models, and find your own dream bike like we did. Thank you guys for watching our little review, and if you have anything to add or ask, leave a comment.